Woo. Well, let's see if this is broadcasting, because I have problems in getting it to work. Let's see if my stream down here wants to do something. Or if I just killed everything, because everything got really weird. And I feel like I bombed the stream. Maybe? Holy shit, it's fucking working. Alright. One of these days, I promise, one of these days, I'll have this go the right way. Hey, yep, okay, everybody can see me. Sorry about the shadow. The sun is directly above us, so we're kind of stuck with that, and I didn't get a chance to oil up my beard, so I'm a little fluffy. Mavis is sitting on the hood. She is just about ready to go. I'm going to do a battery swap. Oh, fucking hell. See, this is what happens when you have problems in the beginning. Hi, everybody. I'm Scruff Dog, and you're on board my cell phone. Soon, you will be on board Mavis. Here, let's listen for that sound. DJI boot sound. So, let's see. Everybody who is here, appreciate you stopping by. I know it's been a while. We got Joe Russ, Phil's in the kitchen still. Dave's here from Spectrum. I see Brianna Stander. I think you're kind of new. Hey, there's Rob Lockwasser. What's up? Furbear was in here earlier, like way earlier. And I'm sure other people may pop in. Alright, so today we are at Marshy Point Nature Center because it is February and for some reason it's been 60 degrees the past couple days. I'm going to give you a little bit of distance here. So it is busy down here because tomorrow, well tonight, starting, it's going to snow. That's kind of how Maryland is. This is what happens when you're wedged in between, when you're about 200 miles of territory wedged in between mountains and the ocean. Our weather here is weird. So 3 days of the 60s, and tomorrow it snows, and then we're back to just stupid cold. So as soon as these doggies that are walking by are done walking by, we'll take a flight. Dogs tend to not enjoy the presence of drones. So how is everybody while we're waiting? How's everybody been? Hey, Scruff, bad internet this way. Is your camera in a tube? I'll show you what my camera is in when I switch over to the drone view. But it's actually a printed sun shield, and on this side I printed like a bubble in it to help, because it used to just be like this, and that sucked. So I printed a bubble in the curve. You'll see in a second. But yeah, it's busy down here at Marshy Point. Usually you come down here, like in the past couple months, there'd be 2-3 cars. Now there's probably 30, 40 and more coming in. Time got a little weird coming in, so I didn't get the launch from where I originally wanted to, which was a little farther to the south and west end of the park. Just try and get us closer to the power plant, because it's been retired. Supposedly they're tearing it down. I haven't had a chance to take a look yet. We might be able to get kind of a distant look at it. And besides that, I do want to go there soonish, just to look around a little bit more. I just kind of like flying around there. I think just because there's the island of doom and death, and then a cool power plant. So let's see. Let me remember how to use this. What can you see? Okay, you can't see all the technical jargon that's on here. So I haven't used this app in a while. Screencast. Alright, DJI Fly. Did that work? Let me check the feed. I just should be staring at my gut. Yeah, gimbal that up a little bit. There we go. Hey, it worked. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to launch from the truck. Oh, yeah. Tip for those of you who fly drones, specifically ones that need magnetic calibration, like IMU, compass, and all that shit. If you're out flying, don't land anywhere. For the simple fact that you don't know if you're landing on metal, magnetic. You could think you're landing on the ground. There could be a lot of iron in there, and if it fucks up your compass, the drone won't let you take off until you recalibrate your compass. And of course, the only way to do that is to physically pick up and move the drone around. I've been messing with this and testing it, landing it in different spots, like in my yard and shit. And I have found that, like, if I were to have landed on a metal roof at some point, that I wouldn't have been able to take off again. So try not to land while you're flying, like somewhere that you can't get to, is what I'll just throw that out there. Oh yeah, I gotta fix the chat feed. Close that. Go back to chat. Chat, there's chat. Smash that, Leah. By all means, hit a like button. Yeah, it's like 50, what is it now actually? It is 1356. 13 Celsius, 56 Fahrenheit. We'll just set her here. Alright. So we'll just fly around the park for a little bit and just kind of look around. We'll see how long the stream goes, how bored we get, and what else is going on. Let me put my battery. Well, you may occasionally hear me mention battery number 4. It came up with a random error a few months ago, so that's the battery I now use only for testing. Oh, I was going to show you the remote thing. Just throwing that out there too. So it's hard to do with a gimbal. So now you can kind of see, stop gimbaling, how that's printed on. I printed this. Ooh, don't come home. I printed this entire mount. Can you see it? Kind of. That clips on to hold my work phone so I can see you. And then my flight phone with the thing, because the selfie camera, this is really hard to aim with a gimbal. But the selfie camera is right in the cross, so I needed that extra curve. Alright, enough of the tour. Metal storm drain lid, yeah, that'll do it. Alright, let's get her fired up. And everything's clear ahead. Gimbal down. It's a little breezy out today, but it's not too bad. Transmission, I'm going to leave the transmission rate up. That is something I know you can see. But for some reason, this is forcing me to broadcast at 1080 when I wanted to broadcast at 720. So we'll do the best we can as far as data goes, but I want to kind of keep an eye on manned aircraft nearby. It's either very close. Hold on. Yeah, I know Rob is new to the streams. Welcome. Yarp. Wow, I'm gonna have to calibrate my level a little bit. I wonder if it's because it took off at a weird angle. Oh yeah, camera. Yeah, this is my flight map. If you've not seen it before, all these colors are the different restricted areas. Don't I live in just the greatest fucking place of all time for flying drones? Like, there's Maryland in general. I just happen to live in the middle of a bunch of bases and airports. This map will also show any manned aircraft that are nearby, as the drone has ADS-B receiver in it to know when there is aircraft nearby. And there's the power plant. Why don't we hit up 400 feet and let's see if we can get to, how close we can get to the plant. I have my range extender in my pocket. Oh, and just in case those that may not know, maximum altitude for drones is 400 feet. Hold on, manned aircraft.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
I don't know if you can hear everything that the DJI lady is saying. Oh, let me drop down a couple feet of this thing. It's a little windy up top there, huh? Okay. I don't see the aircraft, so let's just keep going. Oh, but anyway, 400 feet is your maximum above ground level flight for your typical drone flight. You can exceed that. Like say there's a tower you need to inspect that's 1,000 feet tall. As long as you are... Oh, this app has updated. There are some differences. Hold on, let me put the range extender on. And put this back to a normal view. Okay. So 400 feet above ground level is your top, like the highest you can legally go. But if there's like say 1,000-foot radio tower you need to inspect, I don't think we're going to get super close to the... Let me get a zoom in. Like if you need to inspect that tower, sorry, I know I'm all over the place. You can go, as long as you're within 400 feet of the tower, you can go 400 feet over the tower. So like the kind of follows like the tall stuff. God damn it, wrong one. So generally speaking, I'll fly at around 385, 390 so that I'm not so close to that annoying thing of, hey, you're too close, you're too close. Let's see, what do we got? 4x on this. It doesn't look like much is going on there yet, from what I can see. Oh, some of the, no. There might be some of the outbuildings over here in the crosshair might be down, but I can't tell. Wow, look at the signal going. That is insane. I think they must have recalibrated how the signal is. Oh yeah, it's starting to get a little sketchy. It looks like some of the outbuildings may be gone, like that were out here. So they may be starting over there. I've heard that it's going to be something renewable energy, but I don't know if that means solar farm or wind farm or whatever. This is the island, if those have heard me talk, Death Island, the chemical island site, that's over there. We've explored that in other videos as well. I actually have a map of that place. Sorry the video's choppy, it's because we're so far out. But yeah, we'll get back over there soon. Still want to see about shining a light down the tube. But I've been analyzing those pictures and it looks like if there was a furnace down there, or whatever furnace was down there, it looks like it was either removed or you can see directly into it.
Fly cautiously.
Where are we going here? Come on. Well, yeah, no worries if I lose signal. It'll just automatically come back to... oh, it is really fucking windy up there. Wow. If you can't tell, if you look in the lower left of the screen, that's my attitude meter. And that means it's leaned way forward and off to the side. Like it is flying on a side wind right now. Like it should be, like those two lines should be level and a little bit lower. Like here, actually. Watch this. Let me just stop. So right now I am hovering. Let's see what this needs to do to keep itself. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. So right now you can see on that little gauge what the drone is doing to stay level. If it goes above the line, it means it's leaning forward, like it's trying to move forward. If it's under the horizontal line, like on the lower half, that means it's leaning backwards. And if it's sideways like it is, that means the wind is coming from the left side of it and it's leaning into the wind to try and hold position. I just pushed forward. So you can see she is probably sitting at about 20 degrees to hold level. I'm going to bring the altitude down a little bit. Wow, that is not helping. That is really bad. Yeah, I am aware. I'm going to bring her down a little bit. I don't know that many DJI drones have ever blown away due to strong wind, but we definitely don't want to find out. And I'm going to go ahead and close the signal meter because I think we're good. Nice to see the plant's still there. You can hear the camera's great. No snow. Yeah, snow starts tonight. Yeah, fly cautiously as opposed to tumbling through the air. I wish the resolution was a little better. I'm not really impressed with this latest update. I can hear her. There's a birdie. So we're actually back to where we were. Resolution's picking up. Gimbal seems to move a little slower. I think I can adjust that. There's us. Way up there. So you shouldn't really... Oh, hold on. Yeah, that makes more sense. So one of the things, you should never fly directly over people and crowds and all that. There are initial laws in place to get certain verifications and licensing to be able to, but nothing is... Oh, it's muddy, damn it. Nothing is finalized yet. So as of right now, you just don't fly over people. There's some birdies.
Fly cautiously. Fly cautiously.
Seems like the resolution is kind of picked up. Hold on. Let's see. How's the wind is pretty rough. I'm gonna see if I can pick, since this
Fly cautiously.
since this is forcing me to transmit in 1080 anyway. I'm gonna switch that to HD, which is 1080 coming back to me, whereas smooth is 720, and it already looks a little bit better. So I don't know if it's going to look any better on yours after YouTube gets done with it, but yeah, flying into government property, or airspace, I should say. We are, if anyone has ever heard of the blimps, the radar blimps that the U.S. had in Maryland on the coast for testing, two big-ass white blimps, and one of them broke free and, like, just trashed the place. Like, it literally drug its 10,000-foot cable, like, up into Pennsylvania, all kinds of damage and shit. But this is the airspace we're in because they reserved that airspace, I think, for another 3 years. It was like a 10-year reservation, even though the blimps haven't flown in years. I mean, the one went down. And why is nobody at that place? Like, there were residents there. That's weird. Like, did they say fuck y'all for the winter? Huh. I can still go up higher. Let me increase my height so we can get better signal. Take it up about 350-ish. So yeah, this is all bits and pieces of Marshy Point. If you go up into, okay, well, there's the military base where one of the blimps was hanging, or I don't need to stare at that for too long, they probably get pissed off. That's the marina, that's a car driving by. This area up in here is Gunpowder. I've done streams from there. What, last year's birthday stream was from Gunpowder. That's also where I go day camping. I've done a hammock setup video there. How are we doing on battery? 49%. So it's just a really nice place to go. There's a lot of hiking trails in here. I've actually done a video with the original Mavis following me through one of the trails, kind of a see how it does. And she did crash once, but she crashed once, and then one time she went into the trees, was on her way down to falling, and actually recovered about 6 inches above the ground. That's the other reason why I don't worry a horrible amount about strong wind, because oh, wait a minute. What camera thing's in the wrong spot? Man, it has been a while since I have broadcast. There we go. That way I can see the exposure. I don't even know what the hell I was talking about now. Winter makes it look like, yeah. It does. It's definitely, I mean, when I first got my drone, it was almost a year ago, and I started filming when everything was like this. Oh, there's a cool bridge over here too. So there's one of the trails. Well, they got lots of different trails. They got picnic tables back on some of the trails, which is cool. So I go back there sometimes, have lunch. It is windy down here. Oh yeah, I'm pushing forward. You can see Mavis is about 25 degrees again. 15, 20. Where's the bird? Okay, there's the pier. Yeah, this spot here is privately owned. It's one of them weird situations where you get like a private owner in the middle of a park that just won't sell. Dave's busy posting. There's two, and of course they're fucking hunting lodges. Like, I'm fine with hunting and all that. Like, that's fine and dandy, but in the middle of a park is weird. The other one is over here, I think. Kind of hard to tell. The exposure's getting a little crazy here. Let me let's see what we can do sideways. Come around. Normal flares the bridge. That's a really cool bridge. It's nice to sit there, eat lunch. It varies from like 5 to maybe 2 feet deep around that area, and you can see, like, no joke, you can see little crabbies, like little Maryland crabs will pop in a couple times. I've gotten pictures of them. You'll see snakes running across the water. You know, I should be recording this, shouldn't I? Christ, I haven't flown forever. Hold on, let me switch views. Video, HD, yeah, I'll cheat and do HDR. Resolution 4K. Record. Alright. You know what? I really liked that roll-in. Let me come back out here. Let me flick it into sport. Do a quick reset. But, you can see like snakes and little fishies, turtles, crabs have started appearing up in the area. Yeah. I don't know, is that one come this way? But you can see all kinds of just in that little bridge area. It's really cool. Turn this, slow that down. Still working on how to get like the really sweet controls. Let me gimbal up a little bit. Alright. That wasn't too bad. But it's a cool place. It's just a nice place to chill. And then this leads back. This half of the park was kind of a newer piece of the park. They acquired, we're going back to where the hunting stuff was. but they've been slowly gathering plots of property just to expand the park as much as possible, adding new trails, new places to go smoke a joint, that kind of thing. But it really is lush and green and lovely, like during the summer and shit. Oh, that's about time to come home. Oh, yep. It's going to be beepy for a second. My apologies. I'm going to let her turn around. And I like to do that. Turn it around. Let her face me, and then I'll just cancel it just because of the beeps. If it wasn't for the beeps, I would just let it go. And the only way to get rid of the beeps is to go in and actually physically disconnect the speaker. And I'm not taking apart my remote control. Only because the sides have like rubber grips. And of course the screws are under the rubber grips. And we all know that if you peel a rubber grip off, you either put not enough glue and the edges flop around, or you put too much glue and then the edges are crusty. Like, the shit never works out right. So I just kind of deal with the beep as I have to. We'll bring around, we'll put in another battery. Might as well walk on over here. Whee! Ah. Let's see here. Battery number 2. As you can see, this thing knows when all kinds of shit's going on. It's got a lot of safety built into them. That's why they're generally recommended for beginners, because one of the advantages to having this kind of drone, like a GPS style drone, is in panic mode you just let go and the drone does the best it can to stop itself and just hover. Or your cheaper drones, they're a little more difficult to do, but at the same time, a drone that doesn't hover makes you work for it and can be a little more fun. That's why I got a couple of little, like, toyish drones.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
To have fun with, flying in the house, and that one green one that I was flying around out here. Is that a water feeder for a company off the lake just behind Carroll Island Bridge? Your first flight in a long time. A water feeder for a company off the lake just beyond the Carroll Road Bridge. I don't know. Not exactly. Is that something that we saw here? Like on the stream? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Lockwatcher. I will await possible clarification. Alright, let's go this way. So if you look around, you can kind of see everything that's going on with the drone. You got your height and distance on the bottom left near the attitude meter. The distance is a lateral distance. Height doesn't matter. It's just how far point A to point B are you away. So if Mavis was 200 feet above me, but directly above me, it would simply say distance 0. Then you got the miles per hour over the height is how fast you're going up. The one over distance is how fast you're going laterally. And storage, resolution, exposure. Up top, I got 16 satellites. I got the little quarter circle, blicky radar looking things. I mean, it's upward and downward radar is working. 26 minutes approximately of flight time left at current drain. That's dependent on wind. And 92% battery. Green is good, orange is return to home. Well, it asks if you want to return home, and red is it is returning home whether you like it or not, and good luck. It actually calculates those distances and those times as you fly so that you can be, you know, if you're 2 miles away, which happens, I mean, right now I'm 3/4 of a mile away. But like if you're 2 miles away, it knows it has to fly 2 miles back as opposed to being 200 feet away, which is nice to help get maximum flight time. Let me try to get away from some of this metal. I'm getting thirsty too.
Fly cautiously.
That's a little boathouse that's been there. It's a cool little visual marker while you're out.
Fly cautiously.
Now, and yeah, I have no fear flying over water, even though I've already lost the original Mavis over water. But that wasn't my fault. DJI said, we don't know what happened either. We have no idea why your drone decided to just fall apart in midair, so here, have another one. Looks like
Fly cautious. Fly
looks like a
cautiously.
wall.
Fly cautious.
It's like a wall. I know there was some water feeds in and out at the plant. The one long diagonal tube, if that might be what you meant. Fuck it, we got battery. Let me just go back over there. If you're talking about that diagonal silver tube that you can already kind of see, that's the coal loader to get into the plant. I'm not going to be, like I said, I can't get super close from where I'm at, but get as close as we can with the range extender on the antenna. And I am not even, no, it's not updating. If you look at the map on the bottom, it's supposed to tell you, well, yeah, there you go. The blue dot is me, and the green arrow on the blue dot is the direction I am facing. The blue arrow is the aircraft, and the green flare from it is which way the camera we see is looking. Oh, I bet. I didn't even look. Do you mean that in the crosshairs? Because that's a C barrier. Come on, Timmy 1080. Give me some signal. Let's try it. I gotta go back to photo, I think. Come on. When it's this far out, commands can be delayed. No, not photo. It was video. Sorry. Again, it's been a while. All right, video, normal. I'm trying to get back to a zoomable. Give me 4. Come on. There we go. So is that what you meant, maybe? So that's a C barrier from the ship boats. Oh, okay, yep. Okay, yeah. That's just a tide blocker, a C barrier. I don't know what you want to call them. But yeah, that was one of the spots they would load up the. I'm pointing at the screen like you can fucking see me. That was where they would tuck in the coal boats, and that. Okay, right there. Yeah, there we go. Right, that area was was a giant coal pile, and there's also, when we were there flying last time, it looks like right about where the crosshairs are. It looked like there was trap doors, like. Think Jurassic Park 2 when the fucking boat opens and like you get the 2 trap doors and like the T-Rex pops out and starts fucking everybody up. There's doors like that look like it's those style like elevator doors. towers. So we don't know if there's a bunch of shit underneath there too, which, I mean, it's a fucking power plant next to a government facility. There's probably something underneath there. But yeah, that was all coal side there. And that silver tube that I've gotten a couple cool pictures of, that was the conveyor belt right there. But yeah, looking down, I was looking at one of the pictures I got when I was looking down that right stack right there. If you look, like, I can see all the way down to the bottom, and it just looks like there's rocks and shit. So I'm guessing at some point they pulled the furnaces out, or we're looking directly into the furnace. So I don't know how that works. I'll have to, next time we're there, man, if we can go there when it's dark. Man, I really want to get down there when it's dark. We'll figure something out. What are we looking at? God, there's more power. I think that's Brandon Shores over there, that power station way in the back. Let me back it up. Instead of turning, I'm going to back up. It's another thing, DJI, their antennas are in the back legs. So if you turn around to fly home, sometimes you lose signal. So sometimes it's better to just back that ass up a little bit before you spin around. Alright, voice, man, take care of yourself. Don't get good. That's not cool. There's a Chevy Bolt just drove by. Be sure to keep an eye on that so it doesn't catch on fire. Strong wind. Oh wow, look at the wind. Yeah, it is killing. Let's face the winds. Trying to get, like, okay, let me just spin her and let's get her. Alright, now I got the wind behind me. Or am I going into the wind? No, yeah, the wind's blowing towards me, so that has the wind behind it. Let's see what happens when we kick it into sport. Come on. Did it not get the memo? Is it actually going slower? Hold on, let me hover here. What are we doing here? Oh, it's pretty. The wind is blowing towards the drone right now. I forgot it was really windy over there. That's fine. So normally, the drone would be doing, 41 miles an hour? So it must be fighting at least a 20 mile an hour wind right now. Yay. Let's see what's around. What is that? That looks like a lake. Where's that at? Okay, it's in that direction. Yeah, we're right by. We're flying overhead, just about. I love that noise. Here, let me drop it down. Might be able to hear it when it flies by. I can see her now. So what height we're at, let's drop down to 2. Drop down a little bit. Let's see how far we can wind this out. There's 43. Okay, that must be going more into the wind a little bit. Oh yeah, let's wow, look at her, 45 degrees. Holy shit balls. Alright, that should have the wind right behind us. I think it's just in general too windy up there, but She'll do 40, 43, 44, depending on the conditions. If the wind is just right and it's a steady wind, you can sometimes get her to blow up to like 45, 46 miles an hour. Whee! Hold on. Oh, I'm still zoomed in. That's why everything's fucking weird. I keep doing that. Much better view when it's zoomed out. Alright. I think I want to get up to, I still want to do a day where we go hiking with the gimbal from work that they let me borrow. Up at Perry Hall, Honeygo Regional Park. I still want to do a hike back there and hike to a destination and then fly around at some point. That's got some really cool woods. But I'd rather hike through it with a gimbal than hike through it with the drone at this point. Just because it's kind of busy. But we could always gimbal down to the spot where you have to cross the river. Most people, stream, and most people kind of give up. So maybe we can always do that and then switch over to Mavis to lead us through. I also need to get to a park now that, like, once it starts getting warmer with my scooter and have Mavis just follow me around with follow mode. What is that? And I'm still constantly forgetting to hit record. There's like a megaphone off in the distance somewhere for some reason. It's like, what is going on? I wonder if that has something to do with the sirens I heard earlier. Probably. What the fuck is that noise? Something weird going on over there. It's like a warning alarm. Great. Does anybody know, is there like nuclear inbound? I don't know if you can hear that. It's wah, wah. It's kind of... Let's see what we can see. There's me in the lower right. It's like right in this direction. I'm gonna pop it up. Boy, it is fucking windy. There must be something. Is there something going on in the neighborhood? Can you see something that I can't see yet? Hold on. Let's go with, I can't zoom while it's actively recording. But there's definitely something loud. Can anybody see cops? I don't want to fly over the neighborhood. You know, I don't want to fly over people. I don't see anything weird over here, but there's something loud. I wonder what that was. You guys heard it too. Oh. I don't see anything. Oh wow, battery's getting low.
Battery level is low.
Getting low again.
We'll go to the home
Alright, let me
point
get this
in
thing
10
home.
seconds.
We're not far anyway. Over here. I think the wind is just really wrecking these batteries. I see, look, if you look at the power gauge, you can see as I get closer, it's adjusting itself. Sometimes. There's a rooster around here somewhere too. It is sunny as fuck. Let me go over this way. Easy killer. Oh, somebody just spotted Mavis. Oh god, no. Battery number 3. Fox 1, that guy on the ground. I do have a dropper set up. I could always like I will most likely in the spray or summertime be dropping water balloons. Not like on people per se, but perhaps on myself or my truck or the right people anyway. Not just randos. I'm thirsty. Alright, water. What time is it? Guess I should turn my watch on. What time? 1:47. Okay, that's not bad. Hello, Liz. How are you? Good to see you. That is Liz, the Queen of Fire. If you don't know. It's a little windy, but I can still rock. Take off.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
It's definitely staying pretty busy here today. It's good. People need to get out more. Not just because of COVID, but like I stare at a computer screen all the goddamn time. I like getting out and doing just woods, hiking, droning, all of the above. Here's a cool spot. If you follow the trails, I'll see how close I can get to it. Let me get away from all this metal again. There's an abandoned 55 Chevy 2-door coupe. Not much left of it anymore. There's what's left of a body and an engine block, if you know where to look. That's over in this area. Dropping live chickens. They might be light enough. How much does a chicken weigh? Well, actually, no, chickens are heavy. Well, I mean, turkeys are. Never mind. I forgot, I eat those. I know how much they weigh. Okay, so here's that marina. There's a bird. The spot is actually right in here. There's a bench there, too. Let me get this curve right. Come on. It's like right down in there somewhere. I think there's people there. Let me stop dropping altitude. Yeah, you can see people hiking around. Or no, that actually might be the fucking car. Why is there one green tree? That's funny. I'm forgetting to record again. God damn it. Do the record. There we go. Alright. Let me get some more altitude. Just a pinch. The car, yeah, that is the car next to the tree. That's weird that the only green tree is the one that is next to a husk of a car. Let's see if we can get around to a I'm recording, so you can't really get a zoomable. I don't want to mess with people too much because there's also a bench in the area where people relax over on the water to the right side of the screen. Whee. Alright, so there's that. You can only really see that in the winter time. The bench, let's spin it around. That way I can see the bench without being too try to see the bench. Cruise the coast. Yeah, the bench is right there. Can't tell if anybody's there, so we will move on. There's one of the hunting stations, or whatever. And there's the other one. Roll out of this. Alright. This is a spot too. This is a cool spot here, right where my crosshairs are. That's like the end of it. That little path there. And this is one of the spots they put picnic tables back there so that you can have a place to chill. And there's people back there, so let's not bother them. But that's another place I like to go sometimes. Just have lunch, have dinner, take my burner, make some tea. I like making tea in the woods as well. It's really relaxing, like a nice quiet day in the woods. Little burner, making some green tea, relax, have a vape or smoke. Get your drone blown away by 25 to 30 mile an hour winds. It's all relaxing. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I hear you. I guess you can, I'm assuming you can hear the phone going and vibrating when that happens. How about dropping colored liquid balloons on a target to the ground from a few hundred feet? See how good of a shot you are? Yeah, that will most likely happen. Obviously not around too many people. But, yeah, I definitely, I've seen other people do that too. That's kind of a neat thing. And you can hear the rotors like fighting. There's a lot of trails back in this section too. Don't have a portable Keurig. Oh man, I could use some fucking coffee. God damn. I'm definitely gonna make some coffee when I get home. You know what? Let's do something a little different here. Let's go for a walk. Let me see where I'm at here. Bear with me a second here. I'm going to lock my truck up. I'm going to put the window up. I hear that 26-year-old technology. Yeah. Let's grab some water and the last battery. We got time to go for a little walk and chat and relax. Why not? Let's see. Let's bring that altitude down a little bit. That's where we're at. Okay. Let's try not to walk in traffic. Like all of the traffic that's fucking trying to run me over. Do-do-do-do. And they mean that for cars. You're allowed to walk back here because there's trails back here. Oh, and that. Oh, yeah. Watch this. It's the other thing that's nice about DJI. Mavis knows that gate is there. All I'm going to do is push forward, and she's going to go up and around it. Like, as up as she needs to, anyway. Whee! This is a cool view. Alright, that's a little too far. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's can I just click and follow? No. Stop recording. Oh, let's see. Quick shots. Man, I gotta remember all this shit. I thought it was just a follow. Video. Normal video. Ah, there it is. Okay. There you go. Not parallel. Let's see, look. She will just follow me along. So let me active track, trace, which should stay behind me. Alright. This is always an interesting test to see what branches she can and cannot see, because as we know, there's a billion little tiny branches. She usually does okay. Hold on, let me check my notifications here. Yep. Don't run into me. Yep. Okay. I forget where the first trail is. Is anybody behind? So I'll just go for a quick little walk here, just because I really haven't gone for a nice hike in a while. I mean, like if I go to Amazon, like to walk the Green Mile on that place, which is the perimeter, like safe zone, it's freaking 1.1 miles. That sucks. It's a big goddamn warehouse. So when you get up here, the trails, there's multiple trails on either side. One of them is the one where she just absolutely cannot. It's just way too clogged up. The other one, she did really well, even though it's complicated. You gotta like kind of go up and down and around, like some bushy parts of the tree, which works great in spring because there's all the leaves and shit. But I don't know that I brought her back here when there's no leaves on the branches on that path. So let's see how long it takes for us to get down there. Oh, that's right, you can actually see the controls on the screen. I forgot, so you can see what's going on. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. If I walk towards the drone, none shall pass. It tries to stay as in line with you as possible. You can also do parallel, which it's not wide enough here, but she'll stay like, it's usually, they say 90, they say to the side, but it's more like 45 behind you. But she would actually just, the problem with that is this model drone has no side-to-side obstacle avoidance. So if she's trying to follow you parallel, she can't see what's in front of her, what's fully in front of her. So it's a riskier one to do unless you are in the middle of nowhere. And I keep looking behind me just to make sure there aren't any cars. Like, I know exactly where she is. You can hear her. I thought that first trail was a little bit closer. There's a lot of power lines back here too. Oh, that's all right. Oh man, I got my ass kicked at work all this week. Just working on all the big dumb shit, and kind of one of those, if it can go wrong, it found a way to do it. Fucking bruised the shit out of my hand. Oh, whatever. It's a nice day today. Going for a flight, going for a walk. Trying to find a damn trail so that you can look at something other than this, but I don't know, maybe this is alright. It's been a while since I walked this trail. Actually, it was probably when I did a stream trying to reach the power plant from back here. I couldn't get much closer than I did today. Just too far. Even though it's pretty much a visual straight shot over the water, it's just too far to get super close. Especially because there's power lines, like active power lines, still run to it and to the neighborhoods in the area, so you still get a lot of interference from them. Is this one of the trails? Oh no, it's a closed off trail. Fuck. That's one that like used to be a trail. I think it used to be like a maintenance for something. Crazy, by the time we find a trail, I'm going to change the battery out. If you walk towards the drone and go beyond, will it turn around and follow? Yes. It will do its best to follow you, which isn't always the best, because sometimes it crashes into shit because it's trying to go sideways. Alright, here's the path that I was looking for. I'm gonna get a little past it to line her up, and then let's record this. Yeah. Hey, going right towards the branch. going around, going up. That's the other issue that she has, is a lot of times the default of I don't know what to do is to go up, and there's no upwards obstacle avoidance either. So she's trying to guess where she saw branches. And it does pretty good. The Skydio 2 is basically a tracker drone. It's mostly meant for tracking. Sorry, I'm going to get my thumbs on the stick because she's trying to go into the leaves. Come on down. There you go. Watch that tree. There you go. You're doing all right. See, if they were fully leaved out, I would not even be paying attention. Now, this is another spot. Yeah, we're good from here, except for this branch right here. But this is another spot that's cool to go have tea. I guess we'll switch batteries at this bench, assuming she doesn't crash into this branch, which I think she sees. Nice. Yeah. So here's another cool spot to hang. I'll go ahead and take control again. Let's see, normal. Seems like the speeds are a little bit slower than they were. But oh, it's still trying to track me. Duh. Derp, derp, derp. Oh, look, it's so much faster now. Jesus Christ. So here's like the map. Oop. Sorry, wrong button. Oop. So that's just so you can see how close. I'll try to, there you go, kind of see it in the corner, my little viewer screen. But this is Carol's Glen. It's a neat little spot. This area over here, starting right about there during the spring and summer, is complete swampland. It's usually under a foot or two of water. Go ahead, girl. I got you. I can see where you're at.
Battery level is low. The aircraft will go to
She doesn't realize that home base is right behind her now. But that's okay. We'll bring her back over, change the battery, then I'll fly back out there. So I love a park that just puts random benches in the cool spots in the woods. I've had tea here dozens of times. Just sitting at this bench. And like I said earlier, blah, 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 green tea, burner, fire, drink. Tree mower mode. Yeah, I've done that a couple times. I've actually had a couple videos where she didn't crash, but you can actually see bits of branches and leaves flying in front of her. I'm like, ugh. Like shit that I didn't even notice until post-flight. Is it following him? He's attached to a jet. Yeah, like people, as long as you stay under about 25 miles per hour, she can pretty much follow you wherever you need to go. Would it have tried to fly back where you started? Yes, it would have. Or can you assign it a new point? Yes, you can. You can't tell it to just track the remote, which I don't understand. That seems like that would make sense. But you can manually update a home point, like on a map, and go, yeah, that's your home point. Or you can say, home point is where I am, but it only updates it right when you tell it. It doesn't just track you as you go. which I think is weird. Like, I really think they should have a home that just tracks the remote location.
Take off.
And then, like, if it can't find it, then, like, you know, it defaults
Please
to,
check it on the map.
you know, wherever your previous return to home was. But, I don't know. They don't have 90% of the market because they don't know what they're doing, so I guess we'll assume they know what's up. But yeah, here's the swampland. Record. It's pretty nice in here. Dunk, dunk, dunk. That's a nice park to go to, especially because when you get to these areas, they're areas that only, like, I don't know, not seasoned hikers or seasoned people, but I guess the regulars really only know about it. So you usually don't get as much traffic back here, so that helps make it a little more relaxing as well. One of the things that's fun to do is you fly this over a path that's full of leaves, and it blows all the leaves off of the, here, actually. I am going to attempt to switch camera views. Holy shit. Hey! One. There we go. Okay. Watch this. Can you see? Oh, man, you really can't. You can hardly see her. Huh. It's really fun in the spring when there's pollen. It will blow all the pollen off the trails. Problem is, it leaves a yellow haze that sometimes gets into the motors and shit, so you just got to be careful. Now we get to track her. Yay! Alright, we'll go back to the cool view. That. And there we go. I hope that went fairly seamless, and I guess let me know, how'd my signal do? Because I turned that signal meter off, and like a fool, decided to walk off into the woods while I was streaming. Did the signal quality hold out okay? Because I don't know why I just did that when I'm in the middle of nowhere. But if it worked out, that's cool. Go. She is confused. Wow, what are you doing? She's not doing real well going backwards. Let me try getting farther back. Girl, you need to get up off me a little bit. That's a good distance. Alright. You settled in, you calmed down, you ready to rock? Alright. See, then the interesting thing is, going backwards follow, she's not going to know that there's a turn ahead. So she's just going to back her ass right into a fucking tree, and then I'll walk by. Oh. She has rearward. Yeah, she's backing right up into a tree. Hold on. Let's just, let's take this one manual, shall we? And the lowest you can get her to fly, typically on the ground with obstacle avoidance on, is about 2 or 3 feet. And a lot of time as you're flying, she'll slowly creep up to a meter, because that's like the sweet spot, as is Japanese technology. Mostly everything's done in meters. Whee! Woo, woohoo. Getting a little crazy with the obstacle avoidance. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to go. I think that's off. Should be. And bring it on back. Whee! Try not to cut myself off or up. My left eye is watering like a motherfucker right now. I need to blink more often. Let's do side view. Let's walk that way. Now, let me gimbal up so that it makes more sense. Should probably pay more attention to the screen so you guys aren't staring at the dirt the whole fucking time. I can hear a dirt bike. What's beeping? Oh, it's beeping. Forward obstacle avoidance. Zoom. That's full speed on tripod. That's 11 miles an hour, I guess. 14. Ooh. Alright, getting a little closer to the trees. Can't see the little branches from this far. Trail stuff is fun. Jello shots. Snow removal. Now she is sitting low to the ground. Like really low. Like holy shit. Like she almost hit the fucking dirt low. That was weird. I ain't starting the props now that they're in fucking grass. That was odd. She's really far away too. She's not a quarter mile away, I can assure you of that. Tra-la-la. Things happen when you have a drone. I see her sitting right there. Sometimes the ground tracking does get weird. Like I think she may have skipped off the ground up here. That's why I put her right to the ground in case like a prop got nicked or something. Let's see. I could have started her. No, don't look like anything bounced. Guess it was just that close. Alright, whatever. Yeah, IMU attitude. Okay. That's what happens when it's like upside down.
Please check it on the map.
Ah, I see what it is. She's flying level, but the road's going up. So, as far as she's concerned, she is level. Why she thinks she's at 12 feet, I have no idea, because she is probably 12 inches. Like, that doesn't really do it justice. She is low. Let's bring it back. Are you going to go up? Actually holding level pretty good. What's beeping? No, it's a bird. It's like a 400 megahertz bird out there or something. Everything is freaking out. Remember, no sideways obstacle avoidance, and there's that coming up. Excuse me. That was a weird stop. She went all sideways and shit. This new firmware is a little loosey-goosey. I'm in fucking cinema mode. Things are getting hairy. That's a little odd. I have to mess with that. I feel like some of the default settings have been changed because I've never varied off of default, but they said the Mavic 3, when that came out, it is super touchy. Like, you do a quick little boop with your... Oh, the camera view's all fucked up. How do I fix that? Oh, I know how I fix that. Hold on. I'm gonna fuck everything up for a second. There we go. And back to that. Alright. And no need, again, for you to be looking at the dirt. But people are saying the Mavic 3 Pro, that's like one of their... That's their top prosumer, you know, professional consumer, whatever. You know, before you get into like the Matrice and shit. But for $3,000, it's pretty goddamn pro for a consumer. But anyway, they said the controls are that or really touchy. Like you do a little bump just to kind of go left a couple inches and that fucking thing will go a couple feet. Apparently people are having some issues with it too. Just because of that, like it's hard to get into spots even on slow mode. %58 battery. We got just enough time to take another little cruise around. Hey, Big Clive. Thanks for stopping by. We're in the last half of our last pack, but we're having fun. So by, let's see, what time is it? It is a little after 2. In 12 hours, this will all be under a couple inches of snow. So it's 62 degrees right now, and in 12 hours, it's going to be less than 30 and snowing. Yay. Maybe if the winds are relatively... Well, actually, no, it's going to snow overnight. It's not going to be snowing by the time there's daylight. I ain't trying to stay up overnight. But next time we get like some snow during the day that doesn't come with fucking 25, 30 mile an hour winds, and we will go flying through the snow like the Millennium Falcon. No doubt. Just got to get some favorable conditions. But either way, having a nice day out. Get home. Get ready for Mr. Clive's stream. Oh, here's Furbear. He's overslept. That's alright, buddy. There will be more flights. Now let's see how the exposure's doing with the sun. Even though I have no filter on this, so that's kind of bad for the CCD. I guess that's what they still call the sensors. And we'll be back there soon enough. We will see what's up with the rest of the power station. I really want the next time to be there to be in the evening so I can shine a spotlight down those stacks. Why is my watch going crazy? Yeah, it recorded me walking. Not a bad day. Back hurts a little bit. That's alright. Honk if you're horny. Where's the bridge? Let's go we'll go swing past the bridge. It's probably kind of busy, so I'm not going to get too low, but we'll zing on by the bridge. I'll drop down to 300 feet. I'm not trying to buzz the tower, as it were. Oh, and I'm still recording. Holy shit. That's great. Sore back, work related? Yeah, just been getting my ass kicked this week. Working on big, heavy stuff. Anything that couldn't go wrong did go wrong, but it's whatever. Everything got done, and it still got done under quote, so... Just getting it done. As soon as my hand stops hurting, it'll be alright. Luckily, where my hand is fucking bruised and shit, when I thought I broke my thumb, luckily that's in the spot in my hand that has fairly extensive nerve damage. So instead of it hurting so much, it's just a light pressure. Yeah, I definitely want to get some pictures of this place during the snow. I feel like I may have gotten something last year, briefly. I'm surprised there ain't like 1 million people on the bridge. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of people. There's some people. There they are. Y'all can see better than I can. I'm looking at a equivalent of a 6-inch screen. Oh, shit, we're dropping. Wind is fun. Well, that kind of fucked that shot up, but I got a good amount of it. Birdie. That's probably an osprey. Which means I probably shouldn't be, like, following it, because I've gotten chased by ospreys before. But let's, fuck it, honestly. Whee!
Fly cautiously.
That's its nest over there. There's like a camera thing that they kind of keep an eye on it, make sure everything's cool. They have a live stream that I guess is still up.
Fly cautiously. Fly cautiously.
Can I get it?
Fly
Oh,
cautiously.
it's okay. Holy shit! Like this manned aircraft warning shit seems like it's gotten like ridiculous. Like yeah, it's over there. There's an airport. I bet there is a manned aircraft within a mile. Good lord. We are aware. Anyway. How's your hand? It's alright. It's alright. Nothing a little more Motrin can't fix. There's Mavis. There's Falcon over there. Can you see it from this view? Where's the bird at? There's the bird. I think am I zoomed in? No, I think I'm just close. Oh. Oh yeah, she's totally going in the wrong direction to catch that bird. That's alright. Well, we are at, as you can see, 26% battery. I'll go ahead and bring her on in. Dun 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 dun. Boom 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 boom. When you set your hand out directly underneath the drone, it assumes that it can see the ground, and then it will come down and slow down to try and land in your palm. You generally want to pinch the front and just rest the finger on the back. Actually, the first time I ever landed Mavis, I caught it because the only thing that was around was picnic tables, and I was like, of course, convinced absolutely that one of the landing legs would fall in between the wood and like destroy the drone and everything would be fucking chaotic. So luckily I'd watched a lot of videos on how to catch a drone, and that's how she usually lands. Well, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Not sure what the next stream will be. It might be the Perry Hall one with the gimbal and then a flight later. It's all dependent on the weather at this point. Because like you can fly your drone when it's 32 degrees out or 0 degrees Celsius out or whatever, but it is not fun on your fingers because you start to lose response time and shit. So it's less than fun at that point, but hopefully the weather will crack a little bit more and we can get some more drone shit going on here. Yes, that is my rusty ass Suburban with a 120 watt solar system in it. Will Mavis set down if the wind is too strong to get home? Not that I am aware of. Like I have seen, like using on the attitude meter, I have seen her what looked like almost go 90 degrees and then just stay, and it just keeps yelling at you to get home and get low to try to get under the wind. But as far as I know, she will not sit down due to wind. Pretty sure that's just do your best to get it home, and DJI will keep you as level as possible. Catching drones could cause hand issues. Yes. Could, but luckily these particular props, here, let me, I don't feel like dicking with the camera, but those props, they actually fold. So they're not a solid set of props, so if it hits something, the prop will, I mean, it's still going to cut into you and kind of fuck you up, but not as bad as if it were a solid set of props. They do fold, like they are on pivots. So that helps, and you just got to be patient. Like, I won't catch it if it's windy down here, because I don't want to have a sudden side view and then she drops and just props right down in my hand or anything. But we have fun. I am flying. No, I have to use both hands when I fly, generally speaking. If I'm walking, I may, like if she's tracking, I may just stay on this stick just so I can pull down if need be to force a landing or get her to get out of the trees. Since she likes to put herself there with the AI. What am I missing? Batteries are self-warming. Yes. And actually, not only are they self-warming, but if you leave them charged up, within 3.5 days, they will, well, after 3.5, like 4 days, they will kick on the warmers to drain themselves to 60% to save themselves, since they're lithium polymer. Or lithium ferrite. You know, I don't know. It's been a long week. The more splody batteries. Furbear knows. Furbear loves those batteries. He'll tell you. Or, what the hell am I doing? What the fuck are these? Yeah, no, they are lithium ion polymer batteries. God. But since these are splody, don't like to be discharged, they kind of just don't like to exist. It will put them at a storage charge of 60% automatically. No reason not to get one. Yeah, like really. I mean, at this point, you can get the small version of Mavis for, like a real basic version for like $300. The next one's like $400, and then I think $550. If you can find her now, that exact model, she's usually around $800 or $900. The one just above her is $1,200, the Air 2S. And then you get into the Pros, which is thousands of dollars, and that's, I ain't there yet. Whew. It is almost time for a toot. Yes, it is. The half charge diffuses the lithium ions through both electrodes. Yes. Yeah. Maybe Clive can talk about batteries if he wants. I know Furbear can chime in. The Furbear does a lot of the heavy battery. He's been doing a lot of research for at least one of his projects. I stick mostly to lithium ion, but I am looking into polymer batteries on and off a little bit. Since all my charge modules most of them use the 4056, so you can switch between the two with the jumper. And there goes another silent electric vehicle, a old Toyota Prius. Lower energy density, less fiery. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be great if Clive flew around the Isle of Man. I like watching people fly. Oh yeah, I'm over here. I like watching people in other countries fly around just to see like different architecture, different cool stuff. What happens if I tell this to track me? Oh, look at that. Okay, so I can move. Oh, good. I forgot I could do that. This is what happens when you don't do a stream for a while, folks. It happens. So, next stream will be either a decent time to do snow flurries or Perry Hall, hiking and droning, most likely. We'll see how the weather goes. What time is it? Again, did I ever turn my watch? I did. Yeah, actually, it's getting pretty close for me to go anyway, so I can get home to take a shower, have a smoke, and then watch Mr. Big Clive. It doesn't use a flammable electrode, which has a lot of it. I enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Dave. Elvira's dog. Ah, welcome. I have not seen you before. Welcome to the channel. What just beeped? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's funny. Look at the map. You can see everywhere I've flown today. I don't know what that blue one is. Oh, that's a boundary, but that's everywhere I've flown today. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get ready to pack it up here and go get some coffee and a shower and a joint and a Clive. So, thanks for stopping by. We'll try to pick things up a little bit more, get these streams going again. And I still want to do video game streaming with the original Xbox and putting that super mega fucking 800 amp battery, into my UPS to see if that old 20-year-old UPS still works. Probably live stream that too, just because it's easy and I don't have to edit shit. That's my that's my editing. It's just live because I ain't got to worry about it. Anyway, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys next time, and have a groovy weekend. Now let's go find that stop button, because I forget where that is now too. Up here. Camera on, screencast on. What if I hit the camera button? What if I hit screencast on or off? There's the camera. Hey, there's the end button. Alright. Talk to everybody later. Be groovy. And stay well. End button.